Okay, I have to record these thoughts because I've been saying this privately for a while. I just feel like something was amiss. I feel like something is amiss. I feel like something, and I don't know if that's even the word for it. It feels like something bigger than any of us have experienced in our lifetimes is going to happen. Something bigger than World War II. And I don't know if it's going to be a war, but something that is so global and so historic that, you know, people are going to wonder what it was like living in these times. That's just a gut feeling. It could be totally in my imagination. But it seems like we know the system, the monetary system is flawed. I mean, it is common knowledge with anyone with any kind of financial education or interest, right? The people with money, the people who make money with money, know that the money is losing its value. And it's not just this year. It has been losing its value since the very beginning of its use in 1913. So, oh, this is going to be too windy, but man, these thoughts are coming in. I don't know if that's helping or not. Oh, the breeze feels so good. And this, by the way, this LL Bean shirt, it like lets air move through. It feels amazing. It's, you know, otherwise I wouldn't be able to wear a long sleeve shirt. Oh, the breeze up here is amazing. Oh, I'll probably make this unusable. Let's see if I can get out of the wind here. Cars coming. I think something is going to happen. And that's partly why I feel compelled to do this whole farming thing. To not just grow my own food for me and my dad, but to seriously pursue it as a way to make a living. And I need to make, you know, as a church, even a church has to make a profit so that it can reinvest in its people and its structures and its mission and all that kind of stuff. So either way, your farm has to make a profit. And so you can't afford to do things romantically. It's like you have to, your heart has to be in it and the romance has to be aligned with it. But you can't have pets. You just can't. Like, if all three of these boys turn out to be great studs, like I only need one of them, right? And so the others, they either go in the freezer or they get sold to somebody else, because then they might be valuable animals because they might show some really good qualities and traits. So something's coming, people. It feels like a storm. I just feel it in my gut. And I just want to do whatever I can do to help us through, to keep us safe and to keep us fed. And it may take 10 years to unfold. It may take 20, but it's coming. It could be a volcano. The rubber virus could get to Asia and we'd have no rubber. There could be EMT strikes, or EMP, is it? Yeah, EMP, electromagnetic pulse. There could be EMP strikes all over the world. We could lose this fancy technology infrastructure in a moment. And everybody knows it. That's why so many movies feature apocalyptic events or take place after the apocalypse or just before the apocalypse. Don't look up, people. Don't look up. And it's also the best time to be alive that we've ever been alive. Like, I'm talking into a fucking phone as I'm walking down the road. And it's really high quality. And it's not even the good lens. And we managed to make it through the pandemic without mass starvation and riots. But between the school shootings, the war in Ukraine, the attempt to take over the US government by the Republican Party, by the man who shall remain nameless, like, we're living in a big historical time. And I don't think this cycle of intense events is over yet. It feels like it's kind of just getting started. I don't know. Do you guys feel like that? If you feel like that, can you just let me know in the comments? Because maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm a paranoid conspiracy theorist. It just feels like something's coming. Now, I'm an anxiety sufferer, a former anxiety sufferer. I still suffer anxiety when I forget to use my tools. And remember, anxiety is thinking about what you do not want to have happen. I do not want a huge global catastrophe to happen. I do not want that. I can imagine it happening. So I have to be careful to not wallow in that. Today's word is wallow. Can you say wallow? We've been thinking about wallow for a while. Oh, you are so beautiful. We always have a choice to wallow or not wallow. Look at you. Look at this. Yes, our word for the week, our word for the month. To climb out of the puddle of our own despair. Something just feels like it's coming. I'm an empath and a sensitive. I feel shit deeply. That's why I'm doing this farm. I don't know if anyone out there wants to help me. I don't know if I can really pull together a congregation of people who are actually willing to hang out once a week so I can use my music and this gift I have to talk, to tell stories in a healing context, in a reflective context. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, thanks for taking this little walk with me. I've talked long enough, and it's been a really good day. Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. If you're watching this 100 years from now, leave a comment below, okay? And for those of you who have been leaving comments, thank you so much. It's just, I needed a pulpit. I needed a place to say some of the stuff that I've been thinking about and to integrate it with my music and with this farming thing. I cannot separate them, and I wish I could. And some of the stuff that's coming up is I want to kind of do frequent videos about the Greg Judy method, because what I'm essentially doing is applying Greg Judy's mindset and the things I've learned from him. And, you know, we see him at a stage where he's, 20 years, 30 years in the business. But when we're starting a farm from scratch, it might be nice to see someone starting really small, but seriously starting. It's not a fucking hobby farm. To all my friends and relatives who are shaking your head, it's not a fucking hobby farm. It's a monastery. It's a modern musical monastery, but it's open to the public. You don't have to live here to participate. You can live anywhere in the world. It's a virtual monastery. This is my cell. Where you are in your world, doing your ministry, that's your cell. We're monks. Trying to change the world. Not waiting for a government committee, but just starting to do what we know needs to be done. Feels good to walk. Feels good to walk. There's a breeze and it's blowing the black flies away. This shirt really, I'm impressed with it. The only thing is LL Bean, you need to make it longer for the talls. It's not long enough. I tried tucking it in and it starts creeping up. I don't like that. That is not a, LL Bean is not a sponsor. But I want to review some stuff. I want to compare different pieces of equipment and share that. And share what I've been learning. But it has to be tied in and connected with the music and the spirituality. I can't just talk farming, homesteading, growing food stuff. There has to be a bigger, something bigger. There's plenty of other channels that do the how-to. Mine has to have some how-to, but it has to be more of a connecting place. So, anyway, wow, beautiful clouds. I think I'm gonna turn the camera around. Not a day goes by when I do not wonder why we are the way we always seem to be. What if we leave the chains behind that exist only in our minds, and choose a path that dares us to be free? Though we have failed before and may fail again, I beg your patience, please, till you can hold the shift and accept a lift from the prevailing breeze, so we can strike the match that reignites the flame that no one can explain, and we have the wings to rise above the pain. And the love I hold for you, well, it makes me catch my breath. For you and I are sewn from the very same cloth, and together we are more, and our steps are swift and sure, and every doubt is merely part of the plan. But if Your walls so thick and tall that you cannot climb or clear, then I will sing this song and sing it loud and long till you cannot help but hear. And even while you sleep, my tune will sink deep into your ears, because freedom never bows to fear. And the thought of your smile, even if it takes a while, enables me to dare yet another day. So my fingers caress these strings, and in spite of everything, something larger than we are vibrates the air. And now a light of sorts begins to pour forth into the night, while the eyes that were so blind and sore fill themselves with sight, and the bones of all that went before are now bleached dry and white. And I offer you my hand as we land upon a farther shore. Other way. What kind of grass do you think that is? I think it's fescue. Because it's different from this grass. off, so that was magical. Oh boy. Great night for a walk. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Something's coming, but I think it's going to be okay. I think we're going to be able to rise to whatever occasion we're called to rise to. I feel that as well. It's going to be okay. Why does it work out better than we can possibly imagine? Everything is about change. Everything is about adapting. Everything is about taking what is given to us and working with it, accepting it as reality, and moving on from there, finding solutions, solving problems, transforming ourselves along the way into students of the Tao, students of life, students of the universe. So I guess this has been my Sunday message. Although it's Tuesday, I will release this on Sunday. That's yes. And of course, if you're watching this 100 years ago, hello from the past. I hope you guys solve some of these challenges, because we're struggling with a few things down here these days. Why does it work out better than we can possibly imagine? So when you start feeling hopeless and despair, you've got to chant it. You got to challenge it. You got to replace it in your unconscious mind. Why does it work out better than we could possibly imagine? You do not know what is in your best interest, said in the Course in Miracles. You do not know what is in your best interest. Every event might have within it the seed of a positive result. And everything builds upon everything else. So, have faith, feel good, take good care of yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something you've been wanting to do for a long time. Or take one step towards it, whatever works, all right? I want you to have a great week. Why does it work out better than we can possibly imagine? It really helps people. It does. And I find myself really needing to say it, because we're living in some serious history here. Just buckle in, make friends with a local farmer, grow your own food, and we got a window seat. We have a window seat. We have a front row seat. We have an orchestra seat at the unfolding of history. And hopefully we as a human race will... Ooh, cool rock. Do you think I have ADD? Have a great one, people. Just have a really good week, okay? You're in my thoughts. I love you. You're in my prayers. I love you. I want the best for you. I love you. I love you. It's going to be okay. All right? Stop watching the news. Stop watching the news and listen to more of my music, okay? Thank you. Peace, love, grooviness. Over and out. Bye. Boom. Oh, I love this woman calling her dog, or whoever she's calling. Da-da. It's so musical. All right. Hey, Cindy. I love this view right here. That is lovely. How can you not love that face? Look at that face. She came right up to me. You sniffing me over? I'm okay. It's like, okay, we'll go check that guy out. And they're friendly freckles. Good night, friendly. Good night. Yes, you're a good lamb. You're a very good lamb. Yes, you are. You're a very good lamb.